Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham Rekakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth and who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Akim that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Quatas Up Zion from the GMS Holland branch, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai with another lesson, with another video, and Lord willing, this video is edifying. Gone. So, in this lesson, I want to go into the discontinuing of our heritage, which the Most High had promised us. He said that He would do that, and that's also what happened, which is Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. It reads, "And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and it will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever." God, so this is one of the trademarks of the people of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, which Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yah is He. Hawa comes from Haya, which is to be or to exist. Ba'asham, Ba is in, Ha is the Sham is name, and Yahushai is the person who everybody ignorantly calls Jesus. So Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai had set this as a token, that's the mark that the people of the Most High would have, the chosen of the Most High, that they would discontinue from their heritage. And the people that are now in the land of Israel, they didn't lose their heritage. They stole it. They stole our heritage. Those people that are in the land of Israel right now, they are of the tribe of the nation of Edom and of the tribe of Amalek, which is the chief tribe. Is one of the head tribes of Esau. So he stole the name Judah, and he calls himself Jewish. You see? So what about the rest of the tribes? So what about the rest of the Israelites? And they don't even call themselves Israelites, they call themselves Israeli, which Israeli means inhabitant of the land. But the Israelite is a descendant of the man called Israel, which his name was originally Jacob, and his name got changed into Israel when he wrestled the angel. You see? So these people, they didn't lose their heritage. No, they stole it. They stole ours because we lost our heritage. We don't know who we are. If a people is lost, then it's us, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see? So why are we lost? Because the Bible is speaking about a nation that doesn't know their owner. If you go to the book of Isaiah 1, verse 3, and it reads, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider." So even dumb animals know who they belong to. An ox is a stupid animal. An ass is even, it's a dumb animal. They just do the work, and then they follow their owner blindly, basically. You see? The hand that feeds them. But the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have completely forgot our royal lineage. You see, because we are actually a royal people. We are a royal priesthood unto the Most High. Like it says in Deuteronomy 7 and 6, we are a holy people unto Himself, unto the Most High. Let's go to Hosea 1 and 10, and it reads, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the land where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power." So that also shows you that we would be called not the people of the Most High, not God's people. When people look at us, what do they see? Gangbangers. They see divas and drug dealers. They don't think that we are God fearing people. No, they see us as scum. You see, they don't see that the Most High lives in us. That we are the pinnacle of beauty. You know, like also the scripture says. Let me see if it comes to mind. Bear with me for a second. Gone. So this is Lamentation 2, verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem. And who's the daughter of Jerusalem? We are the daughter of Jerusalem. We are the Israelites are the daughter of Jerusalem. You see? The whole nation. Why? Because Jeremiah 6 and 2 says, the Most High has likened us as to a comely and delicate woman. So we are that daughter. Just like how you have the daughter of Babylon, they go after the ways of the original ancient Babylon. We are the descendants, we are the offspring of Jerusalem. You see, we are the Israelites. Saying, is this the city that man called the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? You see, so people, they, in this sense, they know who we are, so they would look at us like, okay, are these God's chosen people? But actually, that's what the elites think. You see, because the elites, they know who we are. The people that are in the Vatican City, they have the archives, the royal, so-called royal lineage of Esau. They know who we are, so they deliberately keep us low, keep us down. You see, and then they mock us, and then they lick our wounds. They benefit off of us. You see, like it says in the book of what was it, Luke 16, with the beggar Lazarus. You see, the rich man and Lazarus. So basically, we lost our royal lineage, our royal heritage. You see, we were supposed to be the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth. But that is going to come to pass, when the kingdom of heaven is going to be established here upon earth, like it says in Proverbs 29, verse 2. When the wicked are in rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous rule, roughly paraphrasing, the people shall rejoice. You see? So now we are low, but we are going to be brought in our rightful state. Now we have to go through this punishment because it's a punishment of us going off, of us being wicked, of us not following the Most High wholeheartedly. You see? And the other one, I believe it was in the book of Deuteronomy. See if I can find it real quick in my sword. Bear with me for a second. Deuteronomy 7 has it. Sake of edification, I'm gonna get it in Deuteronomy and 6 and 7. This is Deuteronomy 6, verse 1 until, let me go to 7. This is Deuteronomy 6, verse 1. Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which Yahweh thy power commanded thee, so like I commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it, which is the land of Israel, that thou mightest fear the most Yahweh thy power, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy sons, and thy sons' sons, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. You see, so the law is not grievous. The law is there to make you prosper, to have you, so you can have a long, healthy life. You see, so that your days be prolonged. It's health unto your bones, like it says in the book of Proverbs 4 and 3. Verse 3, Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily, as the Lord Yahweh, power of thy fathers, hath promised thee in the land that floweth with milk and honey, which is the land of Israel. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our power is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So this makes me also think about this dream that I had before that I entered into the truth. I had a dream that I was sitting round about the campfire, and there was this old man with gray woolly hair, an afro and a beard, explaining certain things. He was giving stories and just talking and teaching us as young children certain things. And now entered into this truth, then I see that dream was actually a spiritual dream, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai would sup with us, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai would sup with me. You see, because I never knew what that dream meant, but now reading the scriptures, that, you see, this is our heritage. We actually need to teach our children the how Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, how he saved us, how he rescued us out of Egypt, how he protected us from our enemies. And that's actually a commandment. You see, like I just read in Deuteronomy 6 and 7, we have to teach our children those things. You see, so I had to think about that dream that I had before I came into the truth. And also, let me go to Deuteronomy 7. Verse 11. This is Deuteronomy 7, verse 11. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day, to do them, wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments and keep and do them, that Yahweh thy power shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he sware unto thy fathers, and he will love thee and bless thee and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb and the fruit of thy land, thy corn and thy wine and thine oil, the increase of thine kin and the flocks of thy sheep in the land which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Thou shalt be blessed above all people. There shall not be male or female barren among you or among your cattle. You see, and it goes on to say about sickness, and that thou shalt consume everything that the Most High delivers unto thee. You see, so this is our heritage. This is what the Most High left us. That's the covenant. That's the promise that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Which Jacob, his name was changed into Israel, and we are the descendants of Israel, of Jacob. You see, so all this was stripped away from us. We didn't give our children this knowledge. Why? Because the Most High caused this to happen. Because we swore that we would follow the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and we did not. So the curse came upon us. The curses came upon us. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 37. And it reads, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh shall lead thee." You see? So first it says we were going to be called not the Most High's people, but in the end, in the land that they said that we are not the Most High's people, that's where we are going to be called the sons of the Most High. But the point that I want to stress on is that we were called not the Most High's people. So what were we called? We were called a proverb, a byword, astonishment, black, spick, nigger, African American, everything but Israelites, what we truly are. You see? So also in Jeremiah 17:4, it says, "The heritage that I have gave thee is going to be taken away." So it's not of ourselves, it's the promise, like I just read. It's the covenant that the Most High made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see? And who does that covenant belong to? Let's go to Romans. Romans 9:4. "Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption," which the adoption goes into placing of sons. So we are going to be put back in our rightful place as sons, as heirs of the kingdom. You see? And the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. You see, because we are the only nation that is close to the Most High. We are the only nation that serves the Most High. That is we are the upholder of the laws of the Most High here upon earth. That's why, like it says in Micah 4:1, the other nations are going to flow onto the mountain, which the mountain is a rulership, is a government, and that government is going to be the Israelites. We are the ones that are going to be ruling next after Esau, which is the so-called white man, when his dominion is taken away. You see? And the service of the Most High and the promises. You see? So like it said, we are going to be called a byword and a proverb. And what is the punishment that the Most High caused us to go through? So we, first of all, we swear to keep the law. We made an oath to keep the law. And then we go around and then we break it. So you have to deal with the repercussions. You have to deal with the consequences. And one of the consequences that we had to deal with is that our enemies would overtake us. Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he had destroyed thee." You see? And this is what happened in the time of the transatlantic slave trade. You see? They took us, they brought us to the Americas, and they up until this day, we are being punished. Up until this day, we have to go to the enemies in want of all things. You see? We don't have our own country. We don't have our own economy, our own land, our own people that we can go to lend money, to take care of each other. No, you have to go to the enemies. You see? Why? Why were we sold to the enemies? Like I said, our forefathers chose to go against the Most High. So we were sold unto our enemies. Ye were sold to the Baruch 4 and 6. You were sold to the enemies, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto your enemies. You see, that's that direct punishment that the Most High let us go through. Transatlantic slave trade, you see? Because, like we also read, in the land which thou knowest not, it said, the land which thou knowest not, and that's mainly the southern kingdom, because we knew Egypt, we knew Babylon, we know Assyria, we know Mesopotamia, we know those regions, but we didn't know America, which is Arsaret, which is another land. But the northern kingdom, in the time of the Assyrian captivity, after that captivity, they went into Arsaret. That's why when Christopher Columbus, when he went to the Americas, he had Hebrew translators with him because he knew that the Israelites were there, that they were living there. You see? So the northern tribes, they did went to America, to which the scripture calls it another land, but the so-called blacks, the southern kingdom, they didn't know that land. You see, because we were in Israel, and then we fled into the west coast of Africa. But then that's where the Most High caused our enemies to surround us and ship us through the transatlantic and sub-Saharan slave trade. You see? So going back to the curses, to the punishment that the Most High caused to come upon us, befall us. Why? Because the Most High said that we would discontinue from our heritage, and this is how the Most High brought that to fruition. This is how the Most High did that. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And it reads, And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. You see? So, spiritually, Egypt is speaking about America, Babylon the Great. Because if you go into that word Egypt, in the Hebrew, it's Matazariam, and which also goes into being in double straits, being in captivity. Because what does that mean? To be in double straits, to be in a difficult situation. So that's the house of bondage also that we went to, America. Egypt, which is the house of bondage. Egypt is synonymous for bondage. This is Deuteronomy 20, verse 2. I am Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You see, so those two are interchangeable. Those two are, they mean the same, basically. Let me go back to Jeremiah 17, verse 4. Let me go into that word forever. Forever, which is Iwalam, and the outline of biblical usage says a long duration, forever, world, old, ancient. Let me see. Always, anymore, continuance, eternal. Bear with me for a second. which the word Iwalam comes from Ilam, which the outlier biblical usage says to conceal, to hide, to be hidden, to be concealed, to hide. To be hidden. Yeah, but what I wanted to go into was, let me see, is it here? Hidden time, long time, time long past. So just to show you that forever doesn't mean eternal, but it means for a very long time. The Most High, He would for a very long time be angry with us. And now that time is being fulfilled. You see? That time that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's wrath was resting upon us is coming to an end. So the Most High's anger is not forever going to be kindled against us, but it was going to be for a very long time. Let me see, Lamentations 4, verse 22, and it says, "The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion." We already established that daughter of Jerusalem, the daughter of Zion is the same, because Yahweh Shemeshai has seen us as a comely and delicate woman. So we are that daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. So now he's going to focus on, his anger is going to leave Zion, the daughter of Zion, which is the Israelites, and he's going to focus on the daughter of Edom, the descendants of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So now we're in that transitional phase that we are being brought up to our royal estate. It's being brought back to our remembrance who we really are. And then Esau is being pulled down. Esau is feeling the curses right now, like it says in Deuteronomy 30 verse 7, you see? So the Most High is going to cause these curses to fall upon our enemies. This is Deuteronomy 30 verse 7. "And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." You see? So the Most High, He used these other nations to punish us, to persecute us. But in the end, the Most High is going to do the same unto them. He's going to let these curses rest upon them, and then everything is going to be balanced out like that. You see? So with that, I hope this video is edifying, and I want to say Kalala Yamla Yahweh Basham Yahushai Bashem Rekah Kodash Shalom Akim.